Got them.
Too much praise on this kid, but his stick work is on another level. He's one of the best when it comes to stick work.
Yeah, them niggas ain't got no defense over there, man. You can goddamn Ed. I would have took all them bets. They ain't got no defense. That shit trash.
You look at Thomas 119 and online underplay. Both upper echelon in offense. Both upper echelon in defense. Straight on straight noting each other. Yeah, just those lining up playing John Patton football. I don't have anything to say. Everyone knows both these guys so well.
Who might win the Super Bowl? Fuck damn.
Stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body.
Take a look at Noah. 8 years old, Noah Johnson. Look how it's happening now.
Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, it's all a finesse. Stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me low, bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it.
Alright, now what time done? Starts on me, goddamn. Shit.
Let's get this game underway. Our
No,
final
man.
game of the day.
First
I'm playing the Madden game, watching this Madden game.
There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Take him down. Right.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Noah's a runner who doesn't far pass. I think it's an interesting thing for him. I think the pass might have hurt Noah the most out of all of the others because he really enjoys seeing that 1-4-6 because he was able to sub in a running back, kind of get out of that, and gets out of that, and then go down to something like strong force, 9 force, 6-7, Boston State Dallas, Las Vegas, where he's played
From the gun, it's McCown. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off at number 37. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Noah loves to slow it down and send him into possession to his opponent. He's bringing up the whole point. He's with the simple thing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McCown. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
There's only the second verse we saw Vince do it. Thomas switched to Deshaun Watson. There was some huge repeats. He made some big plays. That pocket presence. See if he does the same for Thomas.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Past the 20.
This shit is hard.
End zone. Scoop and score on the
Fumble throwing the ball again.
for the Detroit touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce offense out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh my God, he only threw that? Wow.
Picked off near the 34.
Wow.
Stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time.
Let's go.
It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now handoff here to his running back.
What?
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun on third, McCann. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And a play fake. McCown. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, McCown. And he will be very close to a first down.
I'm right there. Let me pick the ball.
And that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This game is kind of in Noah's control. This game is really maybe more Noah's style, how to slow down, limiting the possessions. Right now, it's in Noah's hands to see if he can bounce back and respond. I think he went backward. He did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Come on.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard his from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand. Put it behind you. Keep pressing forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. McHale eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun here for McHale. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
McCown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call
right back.
Interception, you got to go put out the fire.
Yeah, he knew it, like, they robbed him, so it ain't really like he got robbed, like he can't even be mad. They robbed the shit out of him. Moss got the wide open fly route. Like that shit was goddamn, that's all he did the whole career.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
We're so excited for all the events, for more on that.
Thank you so much, Nick. What a night we've had. It was kind of late. Lots of great action so far. Pretty excited to have that 17-7 J-Ball with a dot downfield. Meets it 24-7, and that's how the people have the longest time to the final four. Next, we're going to see the NG cross. Here we go to the third quarter. We're going to be up 7. The Cowboys
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Right side here, and that's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the 2nd down throw on target. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is McCann. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been the starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Fourth and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the foot north though.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This nigga Jonathan Osmond just got took out the fucking block, baby. 99 over.
Fourth and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Y'all got 99 left tackle, bro. He don't supposed to get beat on nothing. That's how I feel.
So after the INT, it's McCown now. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up here at the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Noah's game resembles those two so much. Go back. They're not known for their offense at all. They're honestly not good at offense, but their defense is excellent. They still work their adjustments.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Most guys would just say, okay, go out of bounds. Not Noah. Knows he needs 1 more yard, so he shoots back inside, picks up a crucial first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Lions 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
7.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. From the left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down.
Oh my God! See my, now it's gotta be seen on my arm, bro. It gotta be, bro. Like, he broke in the inside of that shit, bro. Like, you gotta throw that, bro. Like,
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a handoff looking right. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
get the fuck out of there.
30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The final shot before half from McCown. Flushed out right. But it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Keep on going, 2 minutes long. What are gonna do? I didn't know we got it in.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive coach is insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
What's wrong with that?
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the
I don't know what we're going to do, huh? Foul break?
This one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So if you don't get all of them right, you need all your money?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they found it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come
you
up
put a
with
dot on the
downfield,
motherfucker,
but they never did.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Snap comes at 1. McCown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races to the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Lions 17.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 40. Yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. McCown now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. McCown's give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Here's McCown. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
You know?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards the pick up there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And give him a gain of 38.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
McCown looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
You said they beat the shit out of Portland without James either. Oh.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
Yeah, they got it now. Yeah, I can know about it.
And now they can't even get a play off.
What?
Delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's McCown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Down at the 22
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Bro, you the one money dissing to me, nigga. I told you everything that happened. Mike told me everything that happened. I told you to do shit. Yeah, you could have won 1,000 fucking with me tonight. Yeah. I said Draymond was gonna get what Draymond got. I said Gary Trent was gonna get what he got.
Flush to his right.
Oh.
Right sideline is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, they got them bigger Charles. And then they got no defense. Look, worst defense team in the league. Yeah, I don't remember goddamn in the bubble, goddamn everybody who played Dallas had this.
Stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
I didn't know. I got a thing that they was tired. They was chilling that hell.